Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here. If you guys are new here and you guys do enjoy crypto content and all that kind of stuff, definitely look into subscribing and turning notifications on. If you guys aren't new here and you guys are just joining back, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new video. If you guys are enjoying the daily content, definitely leave a like. Also, I do want to ask real quick before we jump into this video, leave down in the comments what you are very happy about in terms of Hedera, what your current price targets are, because I do know a lot of people have price targets, $100 plus. I mean, I just want to know what your guys' realistic exit plans are. What price do you plan on exiting at as well? But nonetheless, let's jump into this. So first and foremost, quick shout out to Danny. I shouted him out previously in one of my videos. Incredible content regarding Hedera and HBAR overall. But we do see here, this is talking about Hedera becoming, pretty much a giant in the automotive stage. And we do see, make no mistake, automotive is coming to Hedera. A discussion in a cryptic language has been leaked. Listen to a secret operative reveal classified information about DOT in the car industry. Decrypt it in a thread below for the first time. Now, I tried to listen to this. I couldn't decipher it, obviously, but he does for us. So we see, I can't disclose any particular names. Hedera Operative is obviously under tremendous pressure here, but we are exploring a few avenues at the GC membership level. What I can say, for instance, is that we have worked closely on a POC with a big European car manufacturer, logging the history of modifications happening at the vehicle software level. So when the microcode of a vehicle, is modified and updated, all these alterations are tracked, traced, and notarized into consensus. Such tracking and tracing is recorded and becomes immutable. We can then imagine all the use cases related to car maintenance, etc., in the network of an automotive consultant. All of this is centralized today and not necessarily easy to maintain on a daily basis. So there you go. Those are use cases we are looking into. I mentioned connected objects and everything related to carbon with EVs. NCashOfficial, for example, who joined our council, is interested in lots of use cases related to carbon credit exchange, and the above consequently might end up involving eventual car manufacturers. Now, I do want to do a quick note and say this track and trace sort of idea here. If we come over to Hedera's website and we actually go to the use cases, if this could load, their website takes forever. But we go to, I believe it was in Enterprise, I'm pretty sure. It was either Enterprise or Payments, but I do know they have it listed here. Yep, track and trace. So we do see this is for enterprise use cases. Again, this would be perfect for pretty much car manufacturers, because we do see the track and trace here, which would be a key component, especially considering that they are looking for an example, track and trace and notarized into consensus. Such tracking and tracing is recorded and becomes immutable. So this would be perfect for them. Hedera's unique functionalities of consensus timestamping, fair transaction ordering, and fast finality makes the public DOT of choice for enterprise supply chain applications. Again, I don't see why Hedera wouldn't be pretty much chosen in this aspect, especially considering the fact that we already know that Hedera is the most scalable DOT out there, but this would be perfect for the car manufacturing scene. And EVs are growing at a mass amount in terms of popularity. We are seeing a lot of companies, for example GM, Ford, and multiple other companies pretty much joining in on this EV market, and I think it's an ever-growing, prospering market. I think Tesla will pretty much be one of the names. It wouldn't be the biggest name for the longest time. Like I said, things come and go. Things get replaced as well. I think GM and pretty much all those companies are doing incredible things, but the first company to implement track and trace from Hedera or build on Hedera will most likely win the race, and the reason why I say that is because they will be able to scale at a faster rate. So a lot of companies, I believe, will be looking into building on Hedera, and I'm telling you guys, we are very early still, and the price is just extremely undervalued for what Hedera is doing. But nonetheless, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit more about some other things that were happening. So we got this pretty much paper. Basically, we got a chairwoman, Maxine Waters, announces digital assets working group. Now, if you guys don't know what this is, basically this is also regarding pretty much digital finance, including digital currencies, CBDCs, etc. And this is actually pretty interesting overall if we look here, because we see as cryptocurrencies, central bank digital currencies, and other digital assets enter the mainstream, the committee will look at how digital assets have begun to enter many aspects of our lives, from payments to investments to remittances, and consider how to devise legislation, to support responsible innovation that protects consumers and investors while promoting greater financial inclusions. So I am pleased to announce that I've organized a digital assets working group of Democratic members that will examine the issues at hand in digital assets space. So we are seeing a lot more, if you will, acceptance come into this space. Even if we read down here at the bottom, the Digital Assets Working Group will focus on making sure there is responsible innovation in the cryptocurrency and digital asset space. Members are meeting regularly with experts and government officials to learn about the challenges and promise of digital assets. Members plan to work together on legislation and policy solutions on such matters as cryptocurrency regulation, the use of blockchain and distributed ledger technology, DLTs, and the possible development of U.S. central bank digital currencies. Guys, I'm telling you right now, our government system and also massive markets out there will be utilizing a digital currency or a CBDC at some point in time. We are now seeing legislations come into space, and we're seeing regulations, of course, overall, coming into the space for assets like HBAR. But the difference between HBAR and any other, pretty much currency out there is that HBAR is already SEC compliant, it's regulated. It is actually one of the safest bets out there in terms of, an investment for when regulations come, because we already know that Hedera is, practicing as much compliance as possible. And this one, like I said, is very undervalued still. And I definitely see it working in EVs and the automotive scene for sure, because the automotive scene is ever prospering. I don't know let's look at how much is the automotive industry worth, because that's the key here. So it is worth an estimated $2 trillion and is wide open to disruption. Again, we could easily disrupt this market. EVs are grown as well, but the automotive scene for, just in general, at $2 trillion plus is massive, because we know that, Hedera is pretty much not just only disrupting the entire market of automotive scenes, but we're also disrupting multiple markets in general, meaning we're disrupting the banking system, the cross-border payment system. For an example, again, enterprise use cases in terms of healthcare, automotive, stuff like that, it's only the beginning. We could look at the use cases here, or the case studies of most of these, pretty much markets that they're in: agriculture, media, healthcare, logistics, retail, environmental technology overall, and then, financial services as well. And then, there's so much, right? Reg tech, sustainability, energy, media and entertainment, finance. It just goes on, and there's so much. There's so many. I think there's like 87 plus now. So Hedera is constantly growing, disrupting multiple trillion-dollar markets, and it's only a matter of time before we really see the value kick in for Hedera, because like I said, we are still very early in terms of even adoption, because yeah, sure, we have 87 plus use cases, we have a ton of partnerships, the governance council is ever growing as well, but I think it's limited to like 19 or so, but we are still prospering, we're still growing, there's still names to be added to the list. Like I said, we could see Microsoft partnering with Hedera. A lot of people, I personally don't care for big name corporations that are on like a wide scale, because I do know a lot of people are still saying like, what if Tesla came to, Hedera? Yeah, sure, that would be massive, and trust me, I would be appreciative of it, but also you got to think about it like, do we really want somebody like Elon Musk tweeting about Hedera in a negative way? Because, anything could happen. I mean, still, I would accept it, just because why not? But, I could definitely see a ton of value coming to Hedera very soon. The automotive industry is definitely ever growing, like I said. It's ever prospering, and we could definitely see Hedera disrupting it, because I've talked multiple times about how HBAR is disrupting multiple markets, including healthcare, media, technology, etc. And this is only the beginning. Like I said, we're on ground floor for HBAR. We're still at, I think, like 20 cents. We haven't moved much. And like I said, on my Twitter, this asset, I just keep accumulating. I accumulate this asset every single day when I wake up and it's under 20 cents or under 25 cents or under 30 cents, because it just makes sense. I mean, at the end of the day, it just makes sense. And I'm not trying to shill this project. I'm not trying to tell you guys just the positives about this project. I'm talking about the stats. I'm talking about the inner technology workings of Hedera Hashgraph. So when I talk about this project, I'm not just talking about it because I like it. I'm talking about it because of the stats of it. If we come over to the overview, the stats are listed here. You guys could read more about this if you guys don't believe in it. Compare it to other networks, compare it to other projects. It just makes sense. Once proxy staking is involved, once sharding is involved, it's end game for HBAR. At that point, you're already too late, to be completely honest with you. So it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. Like I said, I'm very bullish on HBAR nonetheless. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, definitely leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications on, like I said. If you guys do want more free content, you guys can follow me on Twitter at NCashOfficial. You guys could also join the Discord down in the description below for free. I hope that you guys are all having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out.